Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be talking about this super budget-minded tent from a company called Wildfinder. This thing is amazing, and it's more budget priced than some other options on the market that I've had before with really similar, if not nicer, features. So again, I'm going to walk you through everything to do with this tent today. I'm going to show you all the features, walk you through it, show you the inside, show you everything, and talk a little bit about my thoughts about it. So if you're looking for a really inexpensive, budget-minded rooftop tent that's not going to break the bank and cost you $2,000, $3,000 or more, this is a great option for around $1,000. So let's get into the Wildfinder Rooftop Tent.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, guys, so the Wildfinder just showed up. I had them set it in the driveway, but I have to say I am extremely impressed with how this thing is packaged, because when I got the Nature Nest and when I got the Open Road, they were both in cardboard boxes. Now, there wasn't anything wrong with that, right? They came okay, but this gives me a lot of confidence that this thing is going to come out just spotless and perfect. So anyways, it's really nicely packaged with this wooden box. There are these tabs all along the edges, so I've been prying those up. I think if I pry these all up, then I should be able to just remove this top and we should be able to pull the thing out, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, so we pried the top off. You basically, like I said, you just kind of have to pull those tabs. It is a little tricky because they're hard to get straight, but once we pulled all the tabs and got them all straight on the top, we were able to just kind of pull the top right off. And I mean, this thing was covered in foam that I just took off and threw in the trash, but it's also wrapped in foam inside this cardboard box. I mean, this thing looks immaculate. So great job on the packing, Wildfinder. So first of all, let me just say that it is very similar in stats, basically, in the way that it's constructed and the way that it is made to my old Nature Nest tent, which I really liked. So this one is extremely similar, but it is significantly less expensive, which I love. So, you know, they've got their logo over here as well as on the side there. Really great quality stuff, heavy aluminum shell. So from a standpoint of longevity and stuff, if something like a branch or something were to fall on this, it's gonna hold up really well. Obviously wedge style tent. So, you know, really quick setup, really quick tear down. You only have to mess with 2 latches on the back up there, and I'll show you that here in a second. It also includes the 2 crossbars there. And as you can see, we've got a solar panel up here mounted to that is powering a small power bank just to kind of keep everything running on the truck here. Now, these things are super adjustable and really easy to mount. So there's basically these couple of Allen head wrenches on each side of each crossbar. So you can get these as far or as close apart as you need them to be to then mount your solar panel. As you can see, it's got super heavy duty gas struts on the side. It lifts this thing up no problem. You can basically pop it open, push it up a few inches, and then the thing opens, which is great, right? Super easy to set up, super easy to tear down. In addition to that, it's also got a bungee cord here, which you use to kind of pull the fabric in. So when you're done and you pull these awning poles out, which there are 4 of them that hold up this awning, and I'll get to that here in a second, but when you pull that out, you can use that bungee cord then to pull all the fabric in to make closing it up as easy as possible. It's also really easy to use a diesel heater with this. You can either just put it through the screen, which is what I'm doing for tonight, but you can also get, and I can put a link in the description to one that I've used before. There is a 3D print company that makes a thing that zips into your zipper that makes it really easy to attach this and then gives you some control on the inside for where the air is blowing. But even just like this works perfectly fine. You just zip it into the zipper and it works great for diesel heaters, or if you had like an AC, it would work for that as well. Coming back to the awning poles here, as I mentioned, there are 4 of them. Now, what I really like about this is the awning design. So as you can see, it does come out over those side windows. So again, with the diesel heater, for example, coming up here, you don't have to worry about if it started to rain or something tonight or snow. You don't have to worry about that coming in. Even if your window is vented to allow for the diesel heater port, you are covered, and it's basically covering the whole side. So you can vent these windows on the side so you don't have to worry as much about condensation and things like that. The side awnings make a huge difference because most of these just have the awning that comes out the back. It uses 2 poles here and then it goes straight down to that corner. but then that is not ideal really, because then your side windows are totally open to any sort of weather and you have to zip them up if it starts to rain or anything like that. So again, having the side awning is my definite preference. As far as attachment points go, this is kind of nice. So this is where your latches go. So as I mentioned, there are 2 latches, so there's 2 spots for that. Then you've got a spot here for a ladder, and these are the hook style ladders, which I really like because they're really easy to hook on there and leave. You don't have to worry about them slipping off or anything like that. This also comes with 2 really nice shoe bags, and as you can see, there's kind of a keter rail underneath of here that these just slide into. So you can slide one over on this side, and then you can have one on the other side. So, you know, if you've got your significant other with you or something like that, then you've got plenty of room for shoes. Now these bags have these nice clips on them. So again, if it's raining or snowing, you can keep them securely closed. They've got this big flap that keeps the water and snow and stuff like that out. You've got these vented sort of pockets, these mesh pockets on the front, and then behind them you've got another pocket. So if you wanted to keep your keys, your wallet, you know, anything like that, other items that might have gotten wet when you were hiking or something, socks, hats, anything like that, you can throw them in here. And then at the bottom here, these have mesh as well. So again, when you throw your shoes in here, it's going to allow for that water condensation to drip out, any dust, dirt, anything like that. So that's really nice. So I mean, again, compared to a lot of these that I've seen on these less expensive rooftop tents, this is a really nice set of shoe bags, and the fact that you get 2 is nice, and the fact that they're meant for this keter rail just makes it really easy to set up. One thing to keep in mind is that that does sort of mean that you're going to have to take your shoes off at the back of the tent. So you do want to probably be using this rear entrance. If you do use the sides though, there are mounting points over here on both sides, so you could use either side that you wanted to. But again, just keep in mind that then your shoe bags, because of the way that they mount in the keter rails, are going to be back here, which is fine. I've done that before, where I climb up into the side, for instance, and then I'll take my shoes off and I'll just open up this back zipper here and I will put them into the shoe bags, close the zipper, and you're good to go. But just something to be aware of. Another thing to point out is that these mounting points for these awning arms are movable as well. So they're just that same Allen wrench, and you can adjust these and then pull these out and move them to wherever you want. And the reason that I mentioned that is, let's say that you had an awning on the side of your truck, a 180 or a 270 awning or something like that. Sometimes these pulls may conflict with those, but being able to move these helps you be able to get them out of the way and move them to a place where they're still going to support the awning, but they're going to be out of your way for your awning, for instance. So now looking at the ladder here, it is a pretty standard 7.5 foot ladder with sort of the push points here in the middle. You push these 2 in and then it's going to sort of collapse down. And then it has the built-in Velcro strap that you can use to strap that up. Another thing to point out that's really nice is it comes with this really nice ladder bag that's custom made for the ladder. A lot of these don't come with it. So I had a Nature Nest before, and when I got it, it didn't have a ladder bag with it. So I had to spend about 30-40 bucks buying a ladder bag, but this one, it's included, which is really, really nice. So now climbing up here into the top, let me kind of show you the inside. So I'm just going to kind of give you the full look here. So tonight, there's just one person in here, no significant others, plenty of room for the bed. And then on this side, got a little Anker Solix power bank, which is powering the lights. So it does have built-in an LED light strip, which is really, really nice. There is the diesel heater coming into the tent. But so plenty of room for stuff, right? To throw your gear over here, to throw a power bank over here, and then still have yourself over here. Now, one thing to note is there is still the stock mattresses in here with this air mattress on top. So that makes it really, really super comfortable. One option is, if you had something like, let's say like a Hest pad or something that's a little bit thicker, is you could pull out the stock pad, and then that's going to buy you about 1.5 inches or 2 inches of clearance to put additional stuff in here that you could leave in the tent. Or the mattress itself, while not perfect, is plenty fine. I mean, I spent in these type of tents before, I probably spent 30, 40, 50 nights on these stock mattresses. And again, while they're not perfect, they are perfectly doable for some quick, you know, couple night trips, things like that. So again, in this case, stock mattress with this 2-inch inflatable foam air combination mattress on top makes for a really comfortable sleep. On each side here, you've got a little pocket. You got one there and you got one there. That's usually where I put my keys and my wallet. So that's a great place to do that, to put that stuff over there, to keep it out of the way, so you don't forget it, and then you can get to it the next day. Up on the top here, you've got 6 different pockets. 5 of them are mesh. So this is a great place to put things like extra cords. I keep things like USB-Cs and lightning cables for my iPhones and stuff up here. Just so that I always have them in the tent. I leave them in there all the time. And then in the center one, you can see it's clear. So you could put an iPad or something in there and watch movies or shows on it. Or what I'll do a lot of the times is I will throw an additional, like a little flat sort of lantern light up there that I can just really easily, quickly hit, that's self-battery powered with its own battery, so that I don't even have to mess with plugging in the battery, because you do need to provide power for this. But you could also use like a small power bank or something that could just stay up here. That is an option as well. Now, another kind of nice feature that you see here is you see these little hooks all along it. So you could string some paracord or something like that. If you had some clothes that you needed to dry out, you could string some paracord between those hooks. Another thing that you can see here is you see the zipper running all the way around this fabric. What that tells me is that this is replaceable. So if you ever got like burn marks or anything on it from a fire, or you accidentally hit it with a knife or something or slit it, you could replace this canvas and just zip in a new set of material and then be good to go. So you could keep your rooftop tent, but you could remedy it by fixing any holes or anything like that by replacing the canvas. And up here you can see there are these little sort of toggle style things, like an eye loop and a toggle that you can use here to secure both this cover. So this cover will come down and sort of waterproof the back here. And then inside is the screen. Now, one thing that I really like about this is that it comes from the top down. So then when you're getting out, you're not climbing over it. On some of the rooftop tents that I've had, the screen goes down to the bottom. So then you've always got material and stuff down here when you're trying to climb out of the tent. You're sitting on it, or you're, potentially ripping it and stuff as you kind of climb out of the tent. But in this case, again, with this at the back, it comes down from the top. So you just put it up, use the toggles to secure it, and then it's out of the way, and it's really easy to get in and out of the tent. Again, I'm going to kind of show you the inside here. I will throw up on the screen the internal dimensions of the tent. And then I'll also throw up the external dimensions of the tent here. As far as the air mattress, I will link to this down in the description below, as well as the Hest mattress that I use from time to time. With the Hest mattress, it's too thick to be able to use in conjunction with the stock mattress, so I did have to pull that out for the Hest, but with this, it actually works really, really well with both. All right, guys, so as you saw, that is the Wildfinder Roof Top Tent. This thing is a steal for the money. It comes in around $10.99, $1,000 sometimes on sale. I will put a link in the description down below so you can easily find this tent, but man, what a deal for the money. So just wanted to point this out and bring this to everyone's attention. I've had a few tents that have been really good deals, but this thing is $300 to $600 less than the last one that I bought. And it's an amazing value for that money because it's extremely similar. So again, really, really nice tent. Really, really nice construction, awesome features from the shoe bags to the ladder bag to the built-in LED lights. So tons and tons of great features on this tent. Again, if you are looking to get into overlanding or camping and you kind of wanted to take the plunge into rooftop tents, but you didn't want to spend $1,500, $2,200, $3,000, $4,000 on a rooftop tent, this would be a great way to try it out. And again, with the fact that it's a clamshell, this thing tears down and up really, really fast. So basically, again, you just undo those two clips up there, you push it up, you put the 4 awning poles out, and you're set up. When you're ready to tear down, you take down the 4 awning poles, you tuck it in, you put the bungee cord up over the material, you close it, you push the fabric in on the sides, and you clasp the 2 latches, and you're done. So again, from a time standpoint, this thing is a time saver. It's super roomy, it's very comfortable, and it's very inexpensive. So I think that this is a really good sort of unfound gem that not enough people are talking about yet, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, click that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button, click the bell to be notified when new videos drop. I do a couple every week, usually like some sort of a gear video like this, and then like a newbie overlanding like podcast type deal where I talk about all kinds of things from navigation to recording your trips to just all kinds of things. And I also do a lot of like do-it-yourself budget-minded stuff. So if you're looking for any content like that, definitely consider subscribing. Also in the description down below will be links to all my other social channels. So wherever you want to come hang out, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, wherever, I'm everywhere, come hang out. Also below this video is a join button, and that's just kind of a passive way to support the channel. You get early access to the videos, you get some other perks, and it's just a nice way to kind of get some early access to the videos if you want. If you want a more active way to support the channel, there is a Patreon page linked below as well that has a 24/7 Discord where we all kind of chat about stuff. We do a once-a-month Zoom call where we talk about our rigs or life in general, drink a beer and just hang out. And then we're trying to get out on 1 or 2 trips a year, so that's been a lot of fun as well. So if you want to join that, check that out. There's also a link below this to my website where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers, things like I hate people so I camp or all things overlanding patches and stickers. So if you want anything like that, check that out. It's all pretty cheap and it's linked down below. And then last but not least, there is a link to the Newbie Overlanders Facebook page, totally free to join. About 20,000 members at the time of recording this video, and it's a wealth of information for people. So if you're newer and you want help and you don't want to get bullied, that's a great place. Or if you've been doing this for a while and you want to help out some new folks, that's a great place without all the bullying as well. So again, thanks so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, and check the link in the description down below to find one for yourself, and we'll see you next time.